Come.
Sir, may I come in?
Come, please, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
So, Shristi, how has been your day so far?
So, my day is fine. We have a site class at 8 today, and we did a comprehensive test today, starting from TAT, VAT, SRT, and STT.
And last few days that you have been here, how has been your stay generally?
So, it is quite overwhelming for me. This is my first time, and that I am taking coaching for SSB.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And though the atmosphere is very comfortable and safe and secure, but at initial days I did face some problems due to adjustment issues. Because, as I said, this is my first time. But yes, sir, I am adapting, and I want to learn as much as I can.
So, which place do you belong to?
So I am from Nagroda, Bagma. This is a small village in district Kangra in Himachal Pradesh. Nagroda Bagma is basically, historically, it comes under Trigata Janvara.
Okay.
There is a famous fort which is known as Kangra Fort. It was built by Susharma Chandra, who is a Katoch ruler. He basically established Katoch dynasty in Kangra district. This fort has faced many battles, starting from Mughals. Akbar wanted to conquer this fort, but he couldn't. But Jahangir did conquer it. Later on, it came under Sikh, and then it came under regional rulers. But after independence, it was not taken care very well, and today it is converted into a museum. But as I said, it is not taken care very well. In my place, we have this famous Kangra tea and Kangra paintings. Both of them have received GI tag and are exported globally. Yes, sir. And we have this famous cuisine, Himachali Dham. It is known as Himachali Dham. And our famous folk dance is Nati. Geographically, if I describe my place, it comes under, it's a valley between the Banjal range and the Haradha range, and the Beas river flows through it. A famous dam is built on Beas river, Pong Dam. It is around 35 kilometers from my home. Pong Dam has received, is recognized as a Ramsar site in 2002. And today, many water activities are also conducted there.
And you are in Dehradun now. Is it your first visit?
No, sir. I've visited earlier, but it was with my parents when I was very small. This is kind of my first time alone.
So, how do you compare Dehradun with your place?
So it is very much similar to my place. The weather here, it is very much similar. We also have this type of climate, weather here. And as both Dehradun and my place are hill states, the cuisine here, the people here are very much similar. So I love this kind of environment.
So, Shristi, during next few minutes, we will talk more about you and cover various areas of your life, like your education, family, interests, hobbies, other spare time activities, which are already there in the PIQ that you have submitted. But feel free to talk about yourself and your activities as we proceed and progress with our talk. Since you are a student, we will start with the education first. So, tell me about your education starting from class 10. Tell me your favorite subjects, not so favorite subjects, the marks and the grades that you achieved in various exams, efforts that you put towards co-curricular, extracurricular activities, out of which those were available in your school and college. Which events did you participate? What are the achievements in those events? Tell me about your friend circle. Why do you feel some friends are close to you, and why did you avoid some friends in case you avoided some friends? Teachers whom you like very much, and the ones who did not impress you. Maybe some reason is there, that reason you need to tell me. What is your ambition in life? What have you done for your ambition so far for achieving it? And what are you doing to achieve it now onwards? Okay, tell me.
So starting from 10th grade, I did my 10th from Shri Aurobindo Public School, Delhi. It's in Himachal Pradesh only. I secured 9.4 CGPA. I had maths, science, social studies, science, Hindi, English, physical education, and music as my subject. I liked all the subjects, but because I was more interested towards living science and human evolution, I was more tilted towards biology. That's why I took medical in my 11th. During 11th and 12th, I did my 11th and 12th from the same school, Shri Aurobindo Public School, Delhi. I secured 89% in 12th. As I said, I had medical because I was interested in biology. After this, I prepared for NEET UG and secured seat in Bachelor's of Dental Surgery. I did my bachelor's in it, and I just completed my internship last year. Overall, I secured 71.2% in my graduation. For the teachers, I have always received a positive review from all my teachers. I always did well in school and also participated in extracurriculars as well. And for the subjects, as I said, I was more interested in biology, and that's why I took medical as this stream. Yes, sir. And for my achievements, I was house captain during my 11th and 12th, and I also participated in many dance competitions. I was learning Bharatnatyam from my 5th grade, so I just developed an interest for it, but because of the medical stream and the pressure we had during preparing for the NEET, I was not able to cope up with it, and I had to leave dancing. And I was I would say I was not participating much in physical activities that I think I could have done better in that aspect. Yes, sir. My friends, I still talk to my school friends. Shristi, she's from a Sikh family. Then one of my friends is Shubham, she's from a Brahmin family, and Samir, he's from a Jain family. And I also had a friend, Rishabh, he's a Kashmiri Pandit, but they shifted during 1990s. They're residing currently in Baddi only, because he and his family. And I also made friends in college. Most of them are from ST community, Tamanna and Sukanya, and there was a boy named Mukul. He was from ST community, Gaddi community. It's a community, it's pastoral community in Himachal Pradesh only. So he was also my friend. Yes, sir. And with my friends, I used to go to trips. We just went to Manali this March only, and this is how we spend our time because all of us are graduates now. We don't have much time for each other, so whenever we meet, we just plan a trip and spend some good time and make some good memories with each other. Yes, sir.
Your ambition and efforts.
Yes, sir. Earlier I was not. I wanted to pursue medicine and I wanted to become a doctor. But during my internship, I started, having interest in current affairs and knowing about my nation and what is happening nationally and internationally. That's why I started preparing for the CTS, and because I just wanted to serve my nation, I want to see my country grow and develop in a better way, and that is what I think that is my purpose in life now. I feel like purpose should be something that you feel proud about. My father always tells me that do what you love and love what you do, and that's why whenever I just feel like I want, whenever I wake up every day, I just want to go to work and do something productive for my country.
Okay. So, in class 12, what subjects you had?
So I had biology, physics, chemistry, English, and physical education.
So, any specific reason you dropped maths?
So there was no specific reason. I just felt more inclined towards biology.
Because instead of physical education, you could have taken maths.
Yes, I could have. Even my mother was saying that I should have taken both the subjects, but I knew that I won't be able to cope up with both the subjects. I just wanted to be clear about what I wanted back then, and I wanted to pursue it further.
So, this graduation, you done BDS from
Yes.
through NEET
Yes.
exam at that time.
Yes.
When you were in class 10th and 11th, what was your ambition in life and how has it now changed over to the armed forces? What about the placements that you got in medical organizations, campus interviews? Tell me now.
So when I was in 10th and 11th, I always wanted to be an Air Force pilot, but due to my height, I knew I won't be able to be eligible for it, and we don't have NDA for girls back then, and that's why I had to give up my dream of joining army. After doing BDS, I wanted to go to army through Army Dental Corps, but I even applied for it last year, but I was not selected in the merit. That's why I pursued. That's why I am pursuing my dream through CDS. During my after my BDS, I did. Everyone told me to join clinic and practice this profession as I've given 5 years of my life to this profession. But I wanted something that gives me adrenaline rush and always keeps me on toes, and I feel like I am actually doing something for my country. I used to do volunteering work during my BDS. We used to organize oral hygiene camps, and we even volunteered during pandemic for the polio campaign along with the ASHA workers. We were tied up with them, and we used to go home to home and give polio drops to the children.
So during this time, have you worked in any organization?
No, sir, I haven't worked. I was very clear in my internship that I want to be in government service, and that's why I started preparing for examinations like CDS and UPSC, CSC, civil services.
Any specific reason why dental services did not take you?
So I feel like it is kind of a public service, but people are not that much aware about oral hygiene, especially when people are not even aware in my own area. I feel like, and also I feel like there is not much scope in it provided by the government. There are not much government given opportunities in this sector. The sector is quite unexplored, and that's why when I was working during my BDS, I felt like I am doing something, but it is not something productive. and also people have this perception that male doctors are much more better doctors than female doctors, and that also kind of made me think this, that I wanted to be in defense services, because army is something if it allows female to enter, it will give a good message in society that females are strong and cannot. Male and female, though physiologically they are different, but can hold same status in society.
So why Army Dental Corps did not take you? You had applied to Army Dental Corps also.
Yes, I did, but it is selected based on NEET PG exam, which I gave last year. But the merit is quite high, and I think I didn't got much time to prepare for it. I could have done better, but as I'm 24 years of age, I want to pursue government
Was
service.
there an entrance exam for Army
Yes,
Dental
sir.
Corps?
Yes,
You
sir.
could not score much?
No, sir.
Why? You are a dental officer, dental person.
Yes, sir, I am, but the merit is based. It is made on all India rank, and very few seats are there. That's why the competition is very.
So how many times you tried for this?
So only once.
When was it? Last year or
So
this year?
last year.
This year they did not offer?
So they did, but I wanted to pursue CDS. That's why I didn't prepare for NEET PG this year. I prepared for it last year, and I was like, okay, I am going.
This year you did not give NEET also?
No, sir, I didn't. And
So this year NEET is in turmoil.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have they started joining colleges? Not yet.
So NEET UG is in turmoil. We did have our exam, the NEET MDS exam in June, and NEET PG exam for the MD and the MS for specialization after MBBS. They have postponed their exam. So the turmoil that is actually going on, it's mostly for the undergraduates, and I think so. We should trust. We need to trust our government that they will take steps.
So this about CDS, you were eligible last year also.
Yes, sir.
Did you appear for CDS last year?
No, sir, I didn't. This is my first
How
attempt.
many chances have you missed in CDS?
So I feel like 2, because my graduation was of 5.5 years. That's why I completed my graduation in January last year, and I feel like I could have given the April attempt and the September one, but I was not prepared for it, because it is completely the syllabus is completely different from that of my field. We have history, geography, and polity, and CDS and English. While in 5 years I was just focusing on dental subjects. That's why I took 1 year to prepare for it, and I gave this April.
So now it's a total change of atmosphere for you if you join the armed forces.
Yes, sir.
Through this entry you will be joining technical or non-technical?
So not.
Non-technical. What all branches come under non-technical?
Army Medical Corps, Army Dental Corps. Then we have mechanical and engineering branch, and then there are food service, and this I'm not sure about. I'll read about it again.
So you want to join some particular entry, which all entries are open to you?
So Army Dental Corps.
Can you go to dental corps or medical corps through this OT exam?
No, sir. So only non-technical entry for the officer training academies.
So which are the non-technical entries of the army?
So I'm not sure.
Okay, you tell me which are the technical entries of the army. The remaining will be non-technical.
So technical entries like IMA, military.
IMA is an organization. Entry.
sure about it. I'll think about it.
Okay. Fine. So, over your co-curricular, extracurricular activities in school and college and achievements in those you can tell me.
So in school, I was not. In extracurriculars, we used to have this period known as SUPW period. Under this, our school used to organize clubs for us, and I was in environment club, due to which I developed interest in gardening, and I was. As I said, I was the house captain during my 11th and 12th. And for extracurriculars, I was mostly interested in dancing because I used to learn it at home. Also, that's why I was more wilted towards dancing. I used to play badminton with my father and my younger brother. And in college, we mostly didn't have much time, but I was the class representative during my third and final year, and I was the member of the organizing committee. We used to organize fests and any function which was happening in the college. So, alongside that, I used to deliver seminars also in class, and I also participated in social work.
Now that you have your desire is to join the armed forces, say if I send you back to class 10 again, how will you plan your studies now?
Sir, I will pay more attention towards learning maths. I think so that is one of my weaknesses from the very beginning that I will focus on, and I will prepare for NDA from class 10 onwards. And yes, sir, that is what.
No, you will not give me?
No, sir, I won't.
Why such hatred towards me?
No, sir, I don't regret what I've done.
See, you have spent almost 5 years with dental studies, and you want to build up all of a sudden?
Sir, I don't want to be. It is my personal choice. I don't regret what I've done. I've made that decision 5 years back then, and my mindset back then was very different from what I am today. And I am much more mature today, and I feel like having a secure future, government service is something that not only gives me a secure future, but also makes me feel like that I am going to do something productive for my country. I am not just working for my own self, being a selfish person, and I am just caring about earning money or something else. So it's mostly about serving my country.
If you get selected, you will join the army.
Yes, sir.
If you not get selected, then what is the option?
Sir, as I'm 24 years old, I think I just have one more year for it, and I will give my best again. I will give another attempt and give my best in that attempt.
And any alternate career choice?
I will prepare for UPSC CSC, Civil Service.
But you will not start with the dental. And overall, if you see your school life, how do you feel your school life has prepared you for future challenges?
During my school life, I feel like I found people who were actually who are there for me even today. The friends I had, the teachers, I am still connected with them, and they are like the greatest motivation in my life. There is one of my teachers. She used to teach us biology. She was a widow. She was from AIMS. She has done her graduation from AIMS, BSc biology. I always got inspired by her, how she handles her work life and her home life. So I feel like I want to be an independent person, and I want to contribute not towards just my family, towards my society also.
So in your opinion, what kind of person you have become after your school and college?
I feel like I have become much more of a mature person. I know what is my purpose in life today, and even that sense of knowing what I want in my life makes me feel confident about what I wanted, how I want to do it, and what I want to do it. Even knowing that just makes me feel happy and content. But I know that is not enough, and I have to give my best to achieve it.
So which is the best advice have you got from your friends? Any of the friends, whether it is Shristi, Subhash, Suvansh, Rishabh, Tamanna, Sukanya?
All of my friends have always said me one thing, that do what you love and keep on doing it until you achieve it. That is, they are also one of the greatest motivators in my life. And I've always received, they always tell me what are my negative points, what are my positive points, and they always tells me about my mistakes, my weaknesses. And not only that, they not only point out my weaknesses, they are even my greatest supporters in my achievements also. So I feel their advice is as much. Their advice has a great impact on my life.
Okay. So as a biology student, appearing for CDS exam, how difficult was that?
So it was quite different from what I am used to, because in biology we have to use more of imagination while giving CPS, as I was studying history, geography, and polity. It was very different from biology, because there you have to remember all the dates, you have to update yourself every day about what is happening throughout the country, and also pay attention towards small things that are happening around.
So what is the latest technology being utilized in dental, making dentures or making implants?
The most recent one is laser technology. We are using laser for making cuts during extraction, and also implants. Earlier we used to use zirconia implants, but they had their own side effects. So now we are using titanium ones. And earlier we used to have the implants that we used to have. They are placed by making a hole in the jaw. But now we can use, as you said, denture. It is known as overdenture. In the denture itself, the implant is placed and then is inserted in the patient's mouth.
That doesn't come out.
No, sir, it is removable. It is according to patient's will.
It can be fixed also.
Yes, sir.
So how long does it last?
It depends upon the patient, because it is very recent, and mostly the issue with it is oral hygiene. So it depends upon patient's oral hygiene. If he is taking proper care of his oral hygiene, it will last long, and if not, then it had to be removed because of the infection.
So as per your knowledge, what is the general cost of a full denture disease? Implantable.
Full mouth rehabilitation mostly it depends upon the experience of the dentist, and mostly around 1 to 2 lakh. Yes, sir. In private clinics, but from government, if you mostly government do not provide any incentives on such services, because these are invasive procedures. But it is a little bit cheaper from government institutions.
What is the significance of dental points? When medical is done, they do award dental points. Like 32 teeth, 22 points, 30 teeth, 20 points. What is the significance of these points?
So it is mostly checked to check the healthy teeth, how many number of healthy teeth are there, because if all other pain, I feel like the patient knows the source of it, and they can be cured that okay, I am having pain in my leg, I am having pain in my arm. But dental pain is something, it radiates throughout the mouth and it will hinder the performance of the soldiers and the officers. So that's why it is important to know how many healthy teeth the officer is having in his mouth.
Okay, Srishti, let's give you some idea about your education background. Now we will shift focus to the family. Tell me about your father, your mother, their education, their occupation. How do you spend time together, your activities at home? Who do you approach in case of a problem? And what are the activities in which you personally involve in the household activities? How much pocket money do you get? Who gives you? How much and how do you spend that money? Tell me about your friends in the neighborhood. What activities, social, cultural, or otherwise, you participate with them?
So my father is assistant commissioner. He is posted in Una right now in excise and taxation department. My mother is a homemaker. My father has done triple MA in Hindi, English, and Sanskrit, and my mother has completed her B.Ed. After that, she was working in GPS Mandi, but she left the job. And I have one younger brother. He is currently pursuing computer science. Yes, sir. And at home, my parents usually don't disturb me while I'm studying, but whenever they need help with me, from me, I am always there. Sometimes when I feel like cooking, I go to kitchen and I help my mom, and I even help her with the daily chores at home. And my father and my grandmother, they live nearby, so sometimes I go to their home, and because they are not much aware with the digital things, so small things like recharging their phones or TV, I do that for them. And I receive pocket money from my father, and because I've spent most of my time in Nagrota only, I have a school friend there named Vivek, and we are still connected with each other. And at home, mostly I spend my time. Last year, I've spent my time studying only, and we do plan, because my father doesn't live with us. He is in Una right now, so he comes on Sundays or whenever there are holidays, national holidays or any holiday if given. So we play badminton, and we go because it's a beautiful place. We go nearby and have some family picnic and stuff like that. And my father loves reading books and plants. He got this from his father, and I think I've got that from him. So I'm also interested in planting.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And we have many plants at our home, and we love taking care of them. And that is what we do. That is something that connects us, and that is what we love doing together. Yes.
Tell me about your secrets, about interactions with friends, neighbors, and how much pocket money you get.
So, to be very honest, there is no secret about me. I'm more like an open book because I don't overthink that much. I think being straightforward and being clear is better than having secrets and keeping things to yourself. And earlier I used to have, during my graduation, I used to have a fixed pocket money around 15,000. But now, as I'm living at home only, I don't receive fixed pocket money. Whenever I need something, I just directly ask them. Yes, sir. But that is something that I want to improve. I not only improve that, I want to be financially independent, and that is something that my father wants, because it is not actually expected from a female child. They are just because we still have that rural background, so it is not much expected for a female to work, especially in government service. And so that is something that I want to bring change in. I want to be financially independent. Yes.
So this 15,000 that you used to get, how did you spend that money?
So I used to pay rent and house rent, because I was not living in hostel in my college. We were already living in a flat nearby, because my father was posted in Badi. So, but all of a sudden he got transferred to Kamra only, and that's why he had to go. And my mother, because my father was having a little bit of hypertension issues, that's why my mother had to move in with him.
So what is the breakdown of 15,000? How did you spend?
So I used to pay rent 8,000 rent, and then I keep 3,000 to pay electricity and water bills, and something I want like grocery or something, and rest are my savings, and that I used to save most of it, because I didn't have much to spend on. I didn't have much expectations or anything. Yes, sir.
Your neighbors and your activities with them.
So my neighbors here in Nagrota, I have a school friend, Vivek, and we are still friends. And in Badi, as I was living in a flat, I got to know many people there, and mostly they are family people, and they used to help me a lot, because I was living alone there, and people, they were very supportive and always made me feel secure and safe in my home, and always helped me if I needed any. And earlier when it was very new for me, because I haven't been alone in my life, so that was my first time. So I didn't know how to buy vegetables. So one of my neighbors in Badi, she told me and let me know that how to buy groceries. Yes, sir. So the atmosphere there was very cordial. They were very helpful for me, and it was quite experience. I think so. What I am today as a person is because of what I've experienced in that little age. So yes, sir, it has added a lot to my personality.
And what about neighbors in your native place?
So my aunt from my maternal aunt, she is our neighbor, and we don't have much house in the vicinity. The houses there are a little bit away from each other, and because I live in industrial area, we have small MSME factories there. Some of them are making paper, some of them are making ice cubes and ice lollies, and some of them are making packing bags and boxes, and some of them, small factories are there. We don't have much of people living around us. Yes, sir.
So your house is in village or city?
So it's a tied to city, but the houses there are very far away from each other. We have good infrastructure here. We have good roads. Even National Highway 503, which connects Kirtpur from Punjab and McLeodganj in Himachal Pradesh, it is getting developed. And in infrastructure, we have Tanda Medical College, also known as Rajendra Prasad Medical College, and we also have Rajiv Gandhi Engineering College. I mean, we have all the basic facilities. It's a city, but as the houses are not very close to each other, it does give a vibe of the back.
You are the elder child in the house.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what all activities have you got involved in? What responsibilities belong to you in the house? And in the coming years, maybe another 5 years, 10 years, what role do you see for yourself in the house?
So, I have a younger brother. His name is Saksham. He's pursuing computer science. He was always interested in computers from a very young age. And my father wanted to join armed services, but he was not interested in it. He wanted to pursue private sector. So my father once told me that you have to make sure that whatever he chooses for or plans for his future, you have to make sure that it's the right career choice for him.
Okay.
So one day we just sat down and I asked him what he actually wanted, and he was very clear about what he wanted, and that was something I was lacking back then because I was doing my DDS back then. So he was the first one in my family I looked up to actually, who is very and not only ambitious, he was very clear about his goal in life, that he wanted to pursue computer science and did not want any alternative instead of it. So yes, that is something motivated me that I should also pursue my dream of joining armed services. And for the role in future, I think so. Being the elder person, I should be financially independent and should contribute towards the finances of my house because my dad is going to retire in 1 year. So I feel like I should be the one taking up the responsibility. What he was doing till now, I should be the one doing it, and I do not want my younger brother to be the one stepping up and be in his shoes. I want to be the one performing his role in our house.
What's the age of your parents?
So my father is currently 57. He'll be 58 next year, and he'll be getting retired on 31st of May. And my mother is currently 53. Yes, sir.
And if I meet your brother, his name is Saksham,
Yes.
and ask him, tell me about your Didi, what you like in your sister and what you feel she should change. What frank answer is he like to give you?
Sir, I don't think so. He will have any negative thing to say about me. I've always been a good. I always try to be inspiration for him, and always try to be the one motivating him to give his best. But I feel like he will give you a positive review about me as a person, as a friend, as a daughter, in every role. I think so. I have done my best. So yeah, he has always seen me going through through all the phases in my life. So I think so he will have a positive review about it.
Which is the biggest responsibility you have handled in the house?
It was a very recent event. My father, he got hypotension because of the medications he was taking for kidney stones. My mother just, it was around 5 a.m. in the morning, and my mother just panicked, and I was like, okay. I woke up and I was like, okay, you don't have to panic. And I called, as I said, my aunt is living nearby. So I called my uncle and I was like, that we have to take my father to the hospital, and we took him to the hospital and made sure that he is all okay. Yes, sir.
Fine. So that gives me insight into your family also. And I hope your father is keeping well now.
Yes, sir. He is.
Tell me your spare time activities, games and sports, hobbies, interests, and reading habits. What kind of books, magazines, newspapers, and what kind of websites you search. And generally, at home, what routine do you follow?
In my spare time, as I said, I have learned Bharatanatyam for 10 years. So in my spare time, I still practice it, and I love reading books. Mostly, I read both fiction and non-fiction, but I have read some good books that I want to tell you about. One of my favorite author is Jane Austen. Her Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility. These are one of my favorite books. And there is also one book by Robin Sharma, that Who Will Cry When You Will Die. And there's a book by Viktor E. Frankl, the life without meaning. It's mostly about the author. His time he spent in concentration camps during the Nazis attack. So these are my favorite books, but I do like reading both fiction and non-fiction. And for magazines, as I said, I was not much aware about the world outside my house. Earlier, I started preparing. As I started preparing last year, now we have huge magazine coming to our house every month, and but I am still not used to reading it. I am more of a newspaper reader, I guess. I read The Hindu, and for the spare time activity and other spare time activities which I love is doing gardening with my father, and sometimes my grandfather, he also joins us, and we sometimes play badminton in our house courtyard. And I love traveling with my friends also.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
How do you update yourself with the happenings of the world?
So mostly with newspaper. I think so. Social media, especially I would say Google is a good source of information, but rest other social media sites, like I have seen many youngsters nowadays studying news through Instagram and WhatsApp. I think so they are not reliable sources of information. That's why I think newspaper is much more of a reliable source, and books. I think I am more of a traditional student. I prefer more of a traditional way of studying. So I prefer newspaper reading and book reading. Yes.
And what about games? You've not written anything about games, physical games, outdoor games,
Yes,
field
sir.
games.
So I haven't participated much in gaming events. I think so that is something that I really want to change in myself. And I didn't pay much attention towards the physical fitness.
How do you rate your physical fitness, and what are you doing for that?
So I would from 1 to 10, I would say 3. I think so. In comparison to what I've seen in people here, I think so. I am not much strong.
Okay, this will be required in the SSB. How will you
Yes,
go about?
yes, sir. That is what I am working on. I tried rope climbing today, and I was not able to do it. But Kun sir has told me that I should practice it more. So that is something that I feel like I could have done from the very earlier age. I used to go on joggings and small walks around my house, but I feel so I could have done better to improve my stamina, my strength. Yes, sir.
What about the routine that you follow? Tell me broadly, I don't want to go into too much of detail. Broad routine from getting up till you sleep.
So Sir, my day begins at 5 every day. I am more of a morning person. Then I do a little bit of stretching. Yoga is what I've done in physical fitness, and then nowadays I start studying at I think so 8 a.m. I start studying, and till 11 a.m. I study, and after, from 11 to 1 o'clock I have my brunch, I would say, and I spend some time with my parents, and then from 1 to 2 or 3, depending upon my mother, I'll study, but I don't. I don't study more any major subject during that time, because that time of the day I have seen is not much productive for me. So it's mostly random things I take up, and at 3 we have our lunch, and after lunch I study till 8 o'clock, and then 8 to 9 I go on a walk nearby, or have our dinner, and around 9:30 I study again, and around 10:30 I just close my books and write down what I've done in the day, and read whether my day was productive or not, and pick out points, what could I improve in my day.
So you write diary every day?
So it's more of a planner, I would say. It's not a diary. It's more of a planner where I plan out events for the day, and at the end of the day, I just look up to them whether I'm able to complete them or not. Yes, sir.
So, when has been the occasion when you were able to find something negative about yourself while writing your diary?
So it does happen sometimes that my concentration does get deflected, because either as I'm living in a home right now, so either some relatives coming unannounced, or any situation, small things that need my assistance, that my mother needs my assistance in. So those things, I think so. Those times I feel like my concentration, it hampers, and I should be more focused towards what I want, and I should give my best towards that. So that is something negative that I need. I should have more discipline about my plan.
So you read Hindu news. How long have you been reading Hindu news?
So I started reading it from April last year. Yes.
Last year, this year?
No, sir, last year.
23.
Yes, sir, 23.
When did you read it last?
I think so, in June.
Any other newspaper you read after that?
No, sir. I was, after the result for the CPS came, I started searching for institutes, and we have this function at our home, so I was busy there. I was not able to read the newspaper. Yes, sir. So, but I'll keep this in my routine.
Sure.
Something that should.
So you know what is going on between India and Pakistan, what kind of relations?
Yes.
Can these two countries become friends? Ever?
So I think so. If religion is taken out from the issue, I think so there is scope for everything. We can achieve everything, and yes, these two countries can become friends if religion is taken out of it. Yes.
Indian team says that we will not go to Pakistan to play some tournament. Is it right or not right?
So it is. It's mostly. I don't know what perspective they had when they made this statement, but I think so. It is against the sportsmanship of Team India. I
You
mean,
feel they should go?
yes, sir. schools is something that connects us all throughout the country, throughout the world actually. And being a schools person, we should all we should keep we should see all the countries as equals, and I think so they should have fun with it.
So we had a very nice interaction, Shristi, and we came to know so many things. I came to know so many things about yourself. Very thankful. Anything more you would like to tell me that we have not discussed about you?
Yes.
Either I left out or you left out. If something is left, you will tell me.
So I don't remember right now.
Now I would like to know from you, what do you feel is the best part of you in your personality, and which are the areas that you feel improvement is required?
So best thing about my personality is that I am very flexible and I am able to adapt to any environment very easily. And these areas of improvement, I feel like I am still hesitant about putting up my thoughts. I have so many point of views to put in, but I'm not able to form the correct sequence of thoughts of my thoughts and present my views.
Okay, you are working hard. Continue working hard. I wish you good luck. All the best. Thank you so much.